Setting up a sequential breach. Stay behind.
The blast area!
Friendly, last operator standing. All friendlies have been eliminated.
This is actually happening. You gotta be shitting me. I gotta use this defense now? Alright. So fucking try hard up. Okay, I can do that.
This feels like an obvious thing to say, but tanks are expensive, both to buy and to fuel. If you want to train someone to drive one, it'd be great if they could learn the basics on a simulator first. So in the 1970s, the Swiss Army had the idea to design and build tank simulators. But this was well before computer-generated images. They couldn't create a virtual world. So in...
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Out the welcome.
Fucking reinforced problem. Jesus Christ.
Thanks.
Op 4 drone located the biohazard container. 10 seconds left.
Where are you going?
Down to 5 seconds.
ADS up and running. Bring out the welcome mat. Changing mags.
Okay.
Op 4, last operator.
말보다는 행동이
Compromised.
Okay.
He's a pussy. He's fucking droning. He's gonna come up behind you, Dre.
15 seconds left. Time expires in 10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining. Op 4 did not secure the container in time. Friendly mission a success.
Instead, they built a wonderful example of 70s analog technology. The view screen in that box is connected to a real camera and a real miniature landscape through there. In the past, thousands and thousands of tank drivers trained on machines like that. There's now only one simulator left in the world, and it's in the Swiss Military Museum, about an hour north of Zurich. And tourists can try it.
There existed in the past 12 simulators for
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container. Op 4 located the biohazard container.
In the wall!
10 seconds. 5 seconds to insertion.
Deploying shield. You even face! C4!
One Op 4 remaining.
말보다는 행동이지. Seconds. 10
10 seconds left. One friendly operator remaining. 5 seconds to go. Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Intervene immediately. Protect the biohazard container. All friendlies were eliminated.
Different type of tanks. It's very accurate for teaching the basics and teaching where to go with the hand and with the feet.
Put that over your head, and then, because in a normal tank, it's too loud with the motor noises, we have a special microphone that goes around. Exactly.
okay.
Throat mic.
So this goes on like...
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, that is... Okay, that's interesting. Yep, okay.
That's it.
Okay,
Looks good.
let's drive a tank.
Yeah. I wish you a good drive.
Thank you. Wow, okay. All right, so...
So I'm gonna start the hydraulics.
Yep. Oh, boy, okay.
Sounds good. Now you can start the main motor.
Starting the main motor.
Hydraulics.
Oh, boy, okay.
Sounds good. Now you can start the main motor.
Starting the main motor.
I'm gonna start the hydraulics. Sounds good. Now you can start the main motor.
Starting the main...
Well, sounds really.
Parking brake is off. Okay. Should probably be on the right-hand side of the road, I guess.
You can drive in the middle.
I'm in a tank.
It's a tank.
What are they gonna do? All right.
Yeah, sure. You can go into fourth gear.
Fourth gear. Oh! Okay, gonna sit a little bit more forward so I don't hit the back of my head when that happens.
That's the only one of the Type 68 tank that's remaining, and we managed to get it running here. It took roughly about 1.5, 2 years. We had to really go into it from ground up. It was very difficult, not for everything, but mostly for the electrical and electronic parts, because it's all tech. It's not like you can go to any supermarket and buy it.
Fifth gear.
Fifth gear. I need to sit forward when I do. Oh, look, this feels very fast all of a sudden. There is something about the analog miniature monkey. Like, you know when you close up to it, sure, but when the trees in the distance, this is really convincing.
There is a memory function
Be advised
on the
your drone
computer
has located a bomb.
module, which based off this X and Y axis.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Wasser at 8,000 feet.
You must recover the diffuser.
Watch for the black!
Adrenaline surge incoming.
Changing back! Clear the blast area!
The diffuser has been secured.
Loading mag.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Op 4 last operator standing. Down to one friendly.
Say you're here, you're on gravel, you're on snow, you're on normal earth, you're on road and something like that. If you drive into a tree, the feet where the camera sits on just moves up, and it's like you're having a panoramic ride above our model with a helicopter.
Okay, we can go a bit
Oh,
slower.
I am gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely.
No, we come
Okay,
left
right.
here.
Right.
Fifth gear, fifth gear.
Fifth hit. Was that being read from the camera?
The foot where you're driving on, like it's kind of a metal slide. If that like moves a tiny bit, or for instance, if there's like some contact with it and it moves, for instance, and needs to go up to go over that, it will notice that and signalize the cabin that you're moving over something.
The camera is original, the foot is original, the whole model is original, everything except for the computer part is original. But it was too old.
Be advised your drone has located a bomb. Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Leveling their defenses!
Loading new magazine!
Op 4 last stop standing.
I would say, time to make some yes. Step back!
Op 4 eliminated.
And you don't find parts easily for that, so we have to rebuild it on Raspberry Pi.
You can go into fourth gear again if you're comfortable.
Yeah. Oh! Every time! We should say, of course, this is a bit of fun for tourists now, but this was a serious training game. Like, if you're actually having to drive around a tank in wartime, it's a very, very different experience to this.
It is really dangerous what you do. Here is a game. It's like a game. This job is not a game.
Hello! The bomb's protected.
Wall secured! EDD mounted. Let them come.
Reload!
Doorway trap. Stay clear of cluster.
10 seconds to insertion.
EDD right. Clear.
5 seconds. Bomb locations are secure.
Swapping legs.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Nitro!
Op 4 remaining.
Swapping mags. Surveying.
Swapping mags.
One friendly operator remaining.
No fucking way.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Everybody, and welcome to IRL Battleships, where the women will exclusively go up against the men in head-to-head combat. That's not true. That's not what's going to happen. We're going to be playing Battleship IRL.
Tan Hut, Captain Myth here. We wanted to test our tactical seamanship today, so what better way than a real-life battleship simulation? I'm excited to showcase the cut of our sailors' jibs. But before we dive into things, I need to acquaint you with the rules. It's basically the Battleship board game, but with a few twists to spice things up. Both teams set their battleship arrangements and decide who will be the two-seater boats. They can't see the other team due to our patented fog of war technology. Once the positions are locked, the teams take turns guessing where the ships are. Like you'd expect, in our version, each turn starts with one team throwing 3 tracer balloons over the net. If any of the balloons strike a ship, the team will be alerted, but they won't be told exactly where they are. After the tracers, they pick one cell on the grid to send a torpedo of water. They will be told if it's a hit, a miss, or a sunken ship. If a ship is sunk, the sunken player becomes a ghost ship and relocates to a spot on the grid that has not been fired upon. Here they will serve as a mine, and if they are hit again, a player from the opposing team gets iced for their folly. If all of your ships have been sunk, you lose the game. But there's one more catch. When we started filming, our sailors didn't know that the final ship to be sunk gets the ultimate punishment. A bucket of slime. Welcome to our annual slime shoot. Let's get into it.
You're Team Myth. You're Team Cutie. You're Team Myth. You're Team Cutie. You're Team...
Reloading! Cover me!
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
Reinforcing the wall!
Rook, can we have armor, please?
Fuck, bro, my eyes are weird.
Oh, good.
5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb.
By the
Get
way,
ready to
Oscar
engage.
goes out. He's AFK, don't worry.
Beauty's in place! Setting a net! Setting C4! Swapping mags!
operator remaining.
They're already on site. Where the fuck is my What's that? Diffuser.
Op 4, last operator standing.
What?
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
How do I have a friendly file, by the way?
Secure the bombs.
Camera feed is running. New feed active.
Loading new magazine!
Who has located the bomb? Be ready for assault.
Wall is reinforced!
Reloading! 5 seconds left. Op 4 has located
Boy,
a
Castle.
bomb.
Is he fucking AFK?
Deploying sensor. Scanning.
Less infantry!
Sensor activated. Planting the toxins. Using mag!
Loading mag!
Another one there.
There's one more in close.
Master beauties in position!
Last operator standing.
Loading new magazine!
Deploying sensor.
Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Team Myth, you are Team Cutie. You are Team Myth.
I feel like we last. I know. I'm just hoping it's not me.
Michael.
Yes.
Oh god.
You guys.
Why is she last pick?
Hold on a second. Timmy.
Oh.
You are Team Cutie.
Fuck.
Welcome aboard.
I'm so excited to be in the military.
I'm so excited.
Right now. I'm 17. I'm from Kansas. I'm ready to.
We're gonna ruin your life.
I can't wait.
We're gonna take your life.
Yes, sir.
Come on, back to.
Use your drone to locate a bomb. found a bomb.
Oh, nice. Fucking very strong.
No. 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Dropping into AR. Cover me. Flash set. Swapping max!
You must recover the diffuser.
Placing cluster 2.
Op 4 last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Before we start the game, let me tell you about how Raycon has 2 new products made especially for gamers. Their wireless gaming earbuds are compact and just hear what you see, go to Black Free and support offline TV by clicking the 15% off your Raycon purchase. Plus, listen to $20 off Raycon's the video.
Scream, right?
True. Yeah, that's true.
We should probably
to just guess.
I think if we do get hit, though, we should not scream, right?
True. Yeah, that's true. We should probably use Marco Polo later in the thing, because like we won't be able to tell.
I think later is good too. Yeah.
So pretty much, guys, sit wherever you want. Is what we came.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Wherever you would like to go.
Nobody make a sound.
Just be happy. Just have fun.
What if?
Are you ready? Do you have a name?
Seaman. Team Daddy issues, please.
We're Team Mommy issues.
Okay, get over yourselves.
Captain, let me know when you're ready.
Jody's in this line. I heard her talk.
I think I know where it hit.
Yeah.
I think hers hit. Hers went and that.
Seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. A bomb must be located and defused. You have located a bomb. No longer in your possession.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It looked like I meant to kill you, but I really didn't.
The diffuser has been secured. Is active, protected at all costs. eliminated. Friendly
Direction.
I guess you're captain.
I heard a thud that I don't think was the ground. Send over the cannon to B3.
Oh, that is.
You missed?
Yeah, it was a miss.
No, that's close enough. That's close. It broke.
I think we're either throwing it in a clump or all around along the same column. I'm doing a shit like this. Perfect.
Straight line is really good.
Yeah, either the far left or the far right, because when they walk towards the board, you can hear the footsteps taking a long time.
I want to let both sides know you don't have to fully whisper. They don't know where you are when you're deliberating.
Yeah, hurry the hell up,
right
asshole.
I think it's right here. Yeah, this one or this one?
We'll trust you. If
We'll
you
trust
get it
your own.
wrong, we won't trust you.
I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
I mean, mathematically, it's one of these two.
This one, so F. Do I have to?
You have to whisper it for the suspense.
F4, Captain.
F4 is a hit. You've sunk a battle.
Woo! They didn't even make a sound.
Before the tracer shot is fired each round, you can pick a new spot to stand, except for any spot that's already been hit by a bucket. Also, for the ghosts, you're going to move your chair to declare where you're officially hit. Okay?
They're all aiming for a particular square, so they know which one is the hit. They're like, because it doesn't matter if you throw it at random places and get a hit. You have no fucking ideas. We all have to aim for the same exact square.
One of these?
You think so?
These, yeah.
All right,
This area. This quadrant?
It's somewhere around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, guys, I got this.
Oh, God.
Love you, Jody.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Man, that did not work.
Damn, that's cold as fuck.
No,
she loves you back.
She's AFK.
She gave me
You guys can carry on with your plan.
She loves you back. Ew.
Torpedo is coming. B5 is a hit.
Yeah!
Alright.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be a sunken ship?
I don't know. You did it first. You can tell us.
Thanks for talking, cutie.
Here, and pretty hard near the back.
Everybody watch closely.
I'm watching.
I felt like it was like one of these.
No, because I mean, you have to think about it, right? Would they really put it in the same row?
If you're wrong, we won't trust you again. So
Yeah.
no pressure.
It's like your one shot, you're walking the plank afterwards.
Okay. You've located a bomb. 5 seconds. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. Have a good luck.
Changing mags.
L. What the fuck?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
cool.
I mean,
Alright, so.
wait, hold on, I'm trying to think.
You hit a mine.
Yeah.
What does that mean again?
Your captain is the one who called the shot, so captain, please mine, you either get iced or iced.
You can either be iced or iced.
I choose ice, sir.
The one that you drink or the one that's...
The one I drink. I hope it's cold. It's honestly a treat.
All right, Captain, what's our next move? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit them hard with a lot of pressure. Unrelenting effort and force.
Yeah.
We go like here.
Yes. Point to me where Jody is.
Is everybody in line with this plan?
Yeah, most likely right there. Most likely there.
Is everybody on with this plan?
I agree. Aye.
Load cannons! Raise arms! And fire!
That was a volley.
That's a miss.
Drone has located a bomb. Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds before insertion.
Smoke.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it. You have dropped the diffuser. The diffuser is now secured.
I think there's someone on the way, by the way. Be careful.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Changing magazine.
The diffuser has been secured. You must recover the diffuser. One friendly operator remaining. The diffuser has been recovered. We have been eliminated.
I think everyone threw too close.
Torpedoes are on their way.
I'm sorry, Jody.
E2 is a miss.
So the issue sometimes is when you throw three, like it's such a wide area, it's hard to guess exactly where, right? So I say one person throws very precisely. I'm thinking maybe like this corner. The other two just fucking whiff the ball. So at least we know if that one hits, it's for sure just there.
Question, do you guys want to use Marco Polo now?
Oh, that seems crazy.
Because mines will also respond with Polo, so if we use it late, we don't... You want to do it before they're allowed to move.
Yes.
Secure the bombs.
Wall reinforced!
Bomb blind up. Safety is gold.
Bomb location secure.
They're already upstairs. Fucking move.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
B side. This one planting.
One friendly remaining.
I keep forgetting why I fucking played this game anymore, honestly.
Op 4 has placed a diffuser near a bomb. Destroy it.
The first one to kill you.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Fuck this game, bro.
Can I, number one, get a carrier pigeon for something really quick? Can I invoke the parlay of Marco Polo?
Daddy's invoked Marco Polo. They've also requested a carrier pigeon.
You guys remind me of Yellow Starburst, aka the worst flavor. The Cutie Cinderella's dumbass write this? Yellow lemon flavor is one of the greatest citrusy flavors.
Nobody likes it, so.
So you're in like D5 or something?
I'm at your mom's house.
Good one. Good one. 3, 2, 1.
Marco!
Polo.
Oh, that was a little quiet. I heard John. I heard John over here.
You only hear John.
I only hear John.
Everyone, 3, 2, 1.
Captain, they're totally clueless.
I have no idea, Captain.
We have the lead now.
Arr.
3, 2, 1, fire!
So none of them went here.
Yeah.
No.
That's okay, we still got information. Scars went like really close.
Play a random block to get info.
Yeah.
Instead of playing
I
off
think
of no
that's reasonable.
balloon. So why don't we do 5?
I like
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
D5 is a miss.
You see that black bar? It is the back of our blue, so their second black bar is the back of their red.
What the fuck?
No, I mean, it's symmetrical, right? Black bar is our back, that means their second black bar is their back. So for aiming, we use the black bar as a marker.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it was like,
Shit.
here.
That was like
White
midpoint.
went
That was in the
somewhere
middle
around
of the black bar.
The issue
So
is
this
we
is
don't
where
know
mine
which
went.
of the three hit.
Hit, yeah.
This will make sure there's not a 2-ship here.
Or a 2-ship there, or a 2-ship there.
Yeah.
B4, hit.
Oh.
Not a shame.
It has to be here or here because the ghost was next to somebody.
Okay, when we throw, we shouldn't go here, no. So we should throw somewhere else.
Yes.
So we haven't guessed any of the edges, do you think?
So if we're gonna commit to an edge, which I think we should do, I think it's not a bad idea, we could play for double information by throwing our balloon somewhere else. Try to aim close. 3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
I heard some contact.
I think we always overestimate our power. Like, so I think it's probably a closer.
I think so too.
Yep.
When we did Marco Polo, there's almost no noise from this side. I would
I
say
think we should go empty spaces.
here.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Okay.
I think it's these two.
Yeah, I think it's those two as well.
I don't think it went super far.
Yeah, I don't think it's this far. I think it's these two.
Could you tell, like, were you online?
It was definitely this right here more.
Okay,
Or this.
so you want to do this one?
I think someone's on the F front. Like, I think we should just guess.
Oh, someone's here.
I think so too.
Someone's here. I think it's either here or here.
Okay, maybe we should split the difference and go for the middle.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that was pretty good.
Oh.
Fuck it, just pick a random place.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
yeah, it's
I'm-
safer to go.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
F2 is a miss.
Shit!
Okay.
Beans, man.
3, 2, 1.
B3 is a miss.
Let's start playing diagonals a little bit.
Right?
Yes.
Let's
Classic strategy.
head
Yeah,
here. I was thinking like here. Far back.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shit.
Hit.
Oh,
Wait, where did yours
it
go?
definitely
Amazing.
Mine went
like here, right?
I think
one of
one
those.
of these.
So we
was a
could
good
play
guess.
one of these two, right?
Yeah.
I feel like betting on this.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
B2 hit.
Ah, shit.
Yes!
We have some backups for misses. So it is better to be accurate.
It is a given that someone's here.
Yeah, so maybe we just do one of these to be safe.
Yeah, maybe we throw 2 here.
And then yoink. Okay, great. Let's do that. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Well, 3. Sorry.
C2 hit.
Let's go!
Not a sink.
Which means
Oh, that's John.
What if we leave this alone?
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
And then we do a Marco Polo, and then we focus our efforts elsewhere. Marco! Woo!
That's the fucking ghost.
God damn, Pokey! I want you guys to aim here.
You're aiming for this one. That
We changed our strategy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're going for this one.
Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Miss.
Okay, perfect.
perfect.
E5 hit.
3, 2, 1. So, where do we want to shoot today?
I think you shoot this because John's voice. Yeah.
So we know he's there.
E4 is a miss.
I think we could even send 2 here, and just want to lob it at somewhere else.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
That sounded like it hit someone in the head. I think it was mine.
We know he's there, so we leave him there.
We don't want more ghosts.
No more ghosts. And we could use this to just send it somewhere and get a free hit.
That's fine.
3, 2, 1.
Hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's almost there.
Oh yeah.
Please turn your backs to the torpedo, please. E2 is a hit. You sunk a battleship.
Let's go!
There's 3 people in the front row,
Yeah,
right?
let's start doing the front.
I'm not even fucking crazy.
We know B is Pokey. B's Pokey. Yeah. B. B. So let's throw in the front row D, E, F. We're gonna walk up. 3, 2, 1. I say we play our odds.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 2-person.
It's a 2-person.
Yeah, it is.
So 1 person, 2 person.
Yeah.
And so we don't know where their ones are.
One is
Yeah.
gonna be hard.
I feel like we have not been fucking with corners.
We've not been fucking with corners
They're
or
hard
the
to
back
hit.
row at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's why don't I just shoot back corner?
Sure.
A1.
Yeah, oh, I think
We
this
trace at the
is
front.
better because we've already gotten these out of
That's
here,
true.
so it leaves a lot less.
So far, they don't have anyone touching at any angle. That means this is likely here, and this will most likely go up because this goes down. It's touching.
So we think maybe there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
That definitely is it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's this one. I think it's this one.
Miss.
We find this solo seat
right.
and we win the game.
So yeah, so we're playing like, so this is nice that we did this because
Yeah.
we know it's like either way there or like middling.
Let's try to throw them again. Let's throw it again in this area.
Not bad.
Just aiming for D3. 1, 2, 3.
But that will not go far.
I'm thinking we lob far back, meaning
Right.
right.
Love
Yeah.
that. 3, 2, 1.
That's okay.
Oh, that was definitely straight. So that's like right here.
E2 is a hit. You sunk a battleship.
We're really good at this.
So we're missing
One.
1.
At the end of the day, though, I don't think we have a lead, so I think we need to start sinking.
I'm down.
I agree with you. So you want to just sync that one for now,
Yeah.
and then we throw this for information.
Yeah.
Maybe we throw corner, like throw back row.
I could, I'm
Yeah,
so
maybe-
bad at throwing
maybe.
back.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Ooh, that one was good.
Dude,
I think we hit here.
peppered
Yeah,
that.
no, I think you guys.
I think it's like hit
I think we got
here.
this. I think we got this.
Here.
You have hit a mine.
Nah. Okay, it's mine.
Captain who gave you the coordinates. Would you like to ice or ice?
This sounds like the same word. What was it?
Would you like to be iced or to be iced?
I'd like to be iced. Refreshing. So this is where their ghost was.
How would that ghost be?
I have no fucking idea.
Timmy, do you think you can get this one? I would say we try and go for 3 squares. I would want to clear this one as well.
Yeah, here.
3, 2, 1. That was hard.
Do you think that you hit close or far?
Close. It
Sounded slushy.
It did sound slushy.
There were countermeasures in play. You actually have sunk a battleship. It reflected.
Oh, reflect means it goes back on now?
Whoever called the shot is reflected on.
What the hell does that mean?
Sit down.
Oh boy.
We don't know. We know
We don't know where
one.
their last motherfucker
We
is.
don't know where the one is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they know where all of ours is.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta go.
Listen, guys, okay, look, there's no way that no one's fucking here, right? This area, we've nothing
Yeah,
yet.
there's
right?
gotta be
It
somebody.
has to be in this area.
Yes, I agree with you.
So we know exactly where everyone is. B6, possibly A4, possibly C1. We guarantee a win in 4 turns. Possibly A4, possibly C1. We guarantee a win in 4 turns.
3, 2, 1, fire. Miss.
Okay. So we know where Toast is, but should we try to just take out one of their 2 ships with our sink? Since we know for sure where Toast is and he's a singular?
Oh, I see.
You sunk a battleship. Fire.
It's right here.
Okay.
It's right here.
Okay.
It could be a bait.
No.
That did not sound good. I'm sorry.
That was a little wet. Yeah, that sounded wet. That sounded wet. Oh my god, you're sopping wet.
All our singles are done so.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's GG.
Fire.
Do we want to sync the one we know now, though? Because, like, they can get us in 2 turns.
Either way they can.
No,
right?
no, no. We got the hit. We have to go for it.
Yeah, we have to go for that.
Okay.
Because either way they could take us out in 2
Yeah,
minutes.
stay cursed either way.
Yeah.
You wanted to miss.
Oh.
Hit.
Okay.
All right, shoot it.
Four.
Ra-ta-ta-ta. Sorry.
You suck a battleship.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Come together.
Yeah.
We only have very few options. We think that they're in the top row somewhere because that's where we launched it. We launched it somewhere above the 3rd row, and we got a hit there.
Yeah.
So we need to throw we need to secure this location. We need to figure out where the fuck is this one that's out of these. So it's either out of these 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down to throw here.
I think we throw here because this is isolated.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if we miss here, fuck it, boom.
Well, someone has to do it though.
Team.
I'm not.
Whoever's
throwing.
confident, get in the fucking row, and let's hit that motherfucker.
3, 2, 1, fire. Hit.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Okay, so that was like
it's
in between these two.
It's this.
We have to hit the right one. It doesn't matter if there's ghosts.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay.
Above the penis?
I think
You know what? That is
cock it, sock
Yeah,
it.
that's the best.
Put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
GG.
Ooh, that sounds like a person. That's a person.
I'm sorry you hit a mine, Captain.
Son of a bitch. Chat. I mean, team.
tried.
Sorry.
Chat? She called us chat.
I
She
didn't call
literally
you guys
called us-
that. Ice. The drink. You know what? I'll do both.
I'll hold my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door.
I didn't like that. That was really cold, guys. That was awesome!
Yes!
Yeah.
Can we just
kill him?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, at least we get water on someone.
Here's what we're aiming for.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's no hit, then we just
Okay.
1, fire.
Fire!
Damn.
kill him. Kill him now.
Yeah,
Young was the final surviving battleship, and he's about to be napalm strike.
Can we watch?
What?
John, can you please go to the pilot chair?
I wanna go home.
I hate it here.
We were the first one.
You gotta fucking sprinkle him.
Yeah, you gotta
You got
sprinkle.
sprinkles. You traded spaces with me so I would get soaked instead.
Listen,
You said
you guys
made me move
and
with
her
you.
extensions take a long time to dry. You know what I'm saying?
Pokey, could you uncover the napalm, please?
Can I see the napalm?
Oh my god.
Why is she saying that for what? Wait.
Because there's so many ice cubes.
Is this okay? Why are they asking if it's okay, Broden?
Nice, babe.
That's a football thing, I think.
Daddy issues, proceed.
Salute! What is that?
Why is it chunky?
I was joking about the slime.
I didn't know it was slime.
I did say that.
Don't.
Yummy.
Defeat.
That concludes our annual slime video.
Another year not slime. Let's go.
That was great.
Why is it so heavy?
They got hit.
Wow.
Collateral damage. What is in this?
At least it's just crotch.
It smells like Play-Doh.
Ew,
Oh,
stop. Oh my god.
God.
I'm gonna yak. I'm gonna yak.
Thank you guys for watching this OTV video of our IRL battleship.
And slime video.
And slime video.
And slime.
And slime. Thank you. Goodbye.
Slime tastes good.
Thank you.
To the showers, Grant! I'm on it! Move!
Here you go.
Wait.
Property
No,
of
move!
I think.
Can someone help?
Oh!
never want to leave the city, man.
This is Australia. That's fucking Australia. Stop. Hang on. Let me see the back of that Subaru. Yeah, that's not Australia actually. That's.
It's the first time I've done this, so apologies if it's like feeling like ass. So yeah, bear in mind with that. But hopefully, we've got some pretty cool shit lined up. I'm gonna be filming like my travel and shit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. We'll probably cut into that now. Like my travel and shit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. We'll probably cut into that now.
Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
I just go for security, all that good stuff. I'm just gonna go find my own.
What the fuck?
Insertion in 10 seconds.
Are any of you motherfuckers actually in the game? Does that
5
streak
seconds.
people with zero? How?
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. Operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Say less, say less.
Protect the bombs. Down to 5 seconds.
Reinforce you.
Increase surveillance on bomb. Op 4 has a diffuser. Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do. Spotted. Op 4, last operator standing.
He's gonna come to me. He's gonna come here. He's coming here, bro. Right here.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
This is the first time I've done this, so apologies if it's like filmed by ass. It's all shot on my phone, so yeah, bear in mind with that. But so yeah, I've never filmed it. If you can hear me, it's absolutely it's something else. Oh damn. Right, so I'm on my flight now. Yeah, this could be crazy good. Oh man, you're just ruining it. I'm vlogging, bro. Come on then. Well, I'll see you guys in Boston. Yeah, this is pretty cool. First time in America in 10 years, so the weather's definitely different. But I'm looking hella forward to it. Gonna meet up with Narwhal in like 10 minutes. Do you mind if I throw my suitcase all that in the back? Yeah, thank you. Oh man, I can't even tell you the fucking fight. Man. Yo, what is up, bro? I actually want to get some nice pictures of this, bro. Holy shit, man, that's big. It's so big. Bro, look. The real Midas. Look at him, bro. He's so tall and he's so handsome. I'm talking about him, by the way. I was gonna say, can one of you lot hold this? Because I feel the sync on its way. So I need to. Oh, you need to throw up. Yeah, I record this shit right now. I'm about to get this in 4K, don't worry. This shit's gonna look like a movie. Should I get like an overhead view like this? Watch it close. God dang. You good, Nathan? Yeah, I'm good. Good thing you have this in your car. Yeah, good thing. Bro, I couldn't even inhale, bro. I had to laugh, bro. I just let the smoke all out. Oh, man. Fucking hell. Oh, sorry. I don't see shit. I was like fresh towels and everything. This. Look at this. Just call it. You need to stop. Look, is that cock? Oh, that's bells. You need to stop. You love that meme so much. Oh, you can't. You know what's crazy? You can't let your feet hang off it. Tickle. Whoa. Oh, you're going to sleep like a baby. Alright, listen. Yes. Oh. No. Nelson. Hello, eh? Get your bitch ass up here, you.
So here's a story of me, this fella, attempting to drive a 41-year-old new motorcycle that I had unboxed the night before from the mean streets of Detroit to the even meaner streets of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But first, let me give you some context of what's going on. Me and my crew drove thousands of miles to Detroit to buy a motorcycle that we thought was the most pristine and preserved Yamaha SR 500 in the world. But it turns out, like most motorcycles trapped in boxes, it had an infestation issue with mice. But not those cool mice that ride motorcycles from the books, the awful ones that live inside motorcycles and chew wires. We ended up getting the bike working, and Craig bought a mystery bike to ride home with. Will the Robinsons ever make it home? Will Craig get fired because he went way over budget? And did Craig's wife start a new family on the other side of the river? All this and more on the next episode of Buff the Builder. And all that has brought us to right here. Last night was a humongous storm, so we took shelter at a nearby hotel where we find our doppelgangers. Look, okay, we have red truck, silver trailer. We look over here on the other side, blue truck, same truck, also silver trailer. Probably our competition YouTube channel, also making awful videos. This is what we have to do left. We still gotta ride the bike home. These are my brakes. We have no brakes, so we're gonna get that running. Hopefully try to figure out how to start this thing a little bit better, then check the tire pressure. And even though we completely ran out of budget on this video, Craig still has a company card and took it upon himself to completely blow the budget out of the water. Craig's gonna be showing me his mystery bike that he paid for with company money. So once again, Craig went rogue and bought something that's hopefully really awesome. But before we find out what it is, we need to get my bike ready. Why is that so black? You think it just like over time just lost all of its viscosity or whatever, all its brake fluidity. If we can't get these front brakes working, we're gonna be in trouble. Only an idiot would ride a motorcycle with rear brakes. And upon further investigation, we decided that earlier we were wrong and that only geniuses ride motorcycles with no front brakes, which is what I will be doing today. Only suckers need front brakes. If I learned anything from owning like over 300 used Harley Davidsons, you don't need front brakes. Isn't that true? All these Harley guys, man, all rear brakes. The rear brakes are toast, the front brakes are warped, they're unusable, and then they go completely to the bar.
What do they say? 70% of your braking should be front brakes.
Then we put air in the tires, and in typical Bikes and Beards fashion, we change the oil in the hotel parking lot. Looks like 2040. Well, let's see this bike you got. Okay. I think you're gonna like it. All right. Go get it. I'm probably gonna hate it. Probably some stupid dirt bike or something. Ta-da! It's the same bike? Sure is. Holy cow. This one is a 2015. They still made this bike in 2015? This is a 2015 SR 400. Okay, I got the 500, much better. And when I went to the dealership yesterday to get the battery filled up into it, this was sitting out front. They just traded it in. Wow, that's awesome. I couldn't say no. Look, it even has the same little, like, stupid starting thing. Yep, same starting sequence. No electric start. No electric start. The oil is still in the frame. In 2015, they made a bike with no electric start. Yeah. It's a fake carb. Yes, big difference as a throttle body. They made this bike from, like, 1978 all the way up to present in, like, the Japan market and different markets. 2014, I think they brought it back to the States, and it's basically a clone of your bike. Wow. I had to buy it. You had to buy it. With your credit card. All right, well, let's see which one's better, old versus new. Come on, Craig. Here we are. I thought I mastered it the last time. All right, let's get back.
These things take violence and timing. I can do both. Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign now.
Get yours now and help support the channel. Also, links in the description below. Hey, Craig, it feels like my tire's getting a little low in air pressure. That's funny. So, the first thing I'm noticing is, it doesn't look like a new bike. Craig, what do you think, man? It does not look like a sub-100-mile bike. Does that look like a break from of a 88-mile bike? It does not. The auction listing was very strange. The people at this auction, they know new bikes, and this is Kickstart only. The rare ones had an electric start and Kickstart. This was Kickstart only, and the people were like, "Let's take this thing apart." That makes sense. Why does that make so much sense? There's no way Rotax made this engine and they shipped it with that on there. I wouldn't think so. It's another. It runs. First of all, it runs. That's amazing. So it's not. Do it. All right. So the carb is dumping oil. All right. So because run that. Let's go back and let me go help. Craig. Actually, that's not bad, right? No, not at all. Rotax knows how to make a pretty good motor. Let me get the speed screw. Then we can stop holding back so much. Check this out, Dan. So you have a nice looking paint job right here underneath here. Nice looking green. And then they painted over with this stuff. It's too shiny. It's too shiny for the military, and they wanted to make it a little more, I don't think the military did that. No?
How does a bike that hasn't been produced or updated for over a decade maintain such a fanatic following? We'll get to the bottom of that in this video. Frickin' Jim here, and this is an in-depth review of the late model Honda XR250R. The 1996 through 2004 XR250R is an air-cooled 249cc carburetor-fed dry sump 4-stroke single with a 6-speed transmission and cartridge-damped suspension. Honda intended it to be the lightest, most economical, and now that my 1998 bike is almost 2 decades old, it's finally time to give it a thorough review. This you're carrying, electronics and lighting, engine, transmission, and fuel efficiency, reliability and maintenance, upgradability, and I'll wrap up with the final opinion I've come to, after owning the bike for much of my life. Ergonomics and comfort. The level of comfort that the XR offers is something you will never find on a modern dirt bike. Most bikes now are made to be ridden standing on the foot pegs with only short breaks of sitting added in during cornering. That means the foot peg to handlebar distances are spread out to accommodate a rider that is standing, hunched in the attack position while riding, and the seats are thin pieces of mediocre padding that provide no comfort. The old XR takes a different approach. It was designed with both standing and sitting in mind. The foot peg to handlebar relationship is not aggressively skewed toward standing riding. Instead, it's a compromise between being set up for riding while standing and riding while sitting. However, it's a compromise that more accurately reflects the actual amount of standing and sitting that people on long, maybe semi-aggressive off-road rides will actually do. The seat on the XR is actually a true saddle, wide enough and with enough padding so that it is actually comfortable. In my experience, the original seat on this bike is actually more comfortable than most aftermarket seats for other bikes. Now, of course, the seat doesn't allow you to really sit up on the fuel tank to grab aggressive front-end traction like modern bikes do. Oddly enough, because of the geometry of the frame and suspension, which I will discuss later, getting up on the tank is really just not all that necessary on this bike. The clutch pull is very easy when maintained properly and can be controlled all day with one finger. However, if the cable is never cleaned or the lifter linkage is never lubricated, it will eventually seize up and the cable will be at risk of snapping. The brake controls for both the front and the rear brakes are engagement point adjustable, just like on most hydraulic dirt bike brakes. Overall, this is a very comfortable bike. That is simply not something you will hear someone say about a modern dirt bike. It simply doesn't happen anymore, which is just one reason why this bike is so special. Suspension, brakes, and handling. The XR is no motocross bike. It will not perform well in environments where there is lots of jumping or other types of huge G-outs applied to the suspension. Instead, the combination of relaxed suspension action and forgiving frame flex provide a very enjoyable ride under the conditions found in typical trail riding and desert wandering. While modern bikes are being designed to allow maximum control when ridden ultra-aggressively, the XR, again, takes a different approach. The XR is, of course, very comfortable and compliant when being ridden in a relaxed manner. But the most interesting thing happens when you attempt to ride the XR aggressively. On modern bikes, I've learned that the more you wrangle and wrestle the bike, the faster it will take you. The XR is almost the complete opposite. When you try to ride the XR aggressively like a modern bike, it will punish you and put you on the ground quickly. Instead, to get the XR going really fast, you kind of have to let it do its own thing. You just have to loosen up, roll on the throttle, and let it work its magic. I've found that when I do this, the XR will just sort of plow through everything like a tank. This makes it really good for blasting through the desert at high speeds. You just have to get it up to speed, or it has what failed on the tank.
What the fuck are these?
It is just strangely well balanced on its own. And once again, huge decent level of adjustability. The front forks are 41mm KYB cartridge forks with 10.5 inches of travel, as well as externally adjustable low-speed compression damping. Aside from the low-speed compression damping, all other adjustments can only be made internally. Adjustments to the overall fork damping can be made by switching to different viscosity suspension fluid. High-speed compression damping can be adjusted by adding or removing shims on the base valve of the forks. Rebound damping can be adjusted by adding or forks. The rear shock is also a KYB unit. It features an attached reservoir, externally adjustable compression damping, externally adjustable rebound damping, spring preload adjustability, and allow me taking from literally rock hard to basically no damping, with only the use of the external damping adjustment clickers. OEM suspension units generally don't allow this wide range of adjustment because people could get themselves killed by messing things up. But for some reason, Honda allowed it on this one bike. The internal shim stacks can also be modified to provide different damping curves. Overall, I've been happy enough with the suspension, and I haven't needed to upgrade it beyond simple tuning. Eventually, when I do a build series with this bike, I will be upgrading the suspension. but for ages I have just left it as is, and it has been good enough to provide countless hours and miles of fun riding. I've found the brakes on this machine to be excellent. Both the front and rear are Nissan hydraulic disc brakes. The front has a dual piston caliper, and the rear is a single piston caliper. Both provide the right amount of control and stopping power in the dirt when kept in good condition. I've simply never had a problem with these brakes, other than one bent rotor, which was very easily replaced. Overall, the handling on this bike works well enough for what I do with it, which is ride all sorts of trails. It's just an easy to ride, light, and fun handling machine. Load bearing and passenger carry. Oddly enough, for a dirt bike, it almost seems like the XR was designed with a bit of load bearing in mind. The subframe extends pretty far back and is fairly beefy for a dirt bike. There are racks available which take advantage of the subframe, but I've been happy enough with using a giant loop Mojave saddlebag system and Green Chili Adventure Gear soft rack when I actually want to carry stuff with the bike. It is certainly possible to carry quite a lot of gear on this bike. For minimalist trail exploring, it is definitely possible to add a small repair kit under the seat on the top of the airbox. But I've used this extra space to attach a battery since my XR is a dual sport conversion. With the underseat space taken up, I simply keep my repair kit in a cheap front fender pouch, which I've found to be very reliable and unobtrusive. I've taken passengers on this bike a couple of times just by adding these cheap passenger pegs, but this is definitely not the first bike in my garage that I would choose for two-up riding. Electronics and lighting. The XR comes stock with a simple AC lighting system, which powers a headlight and a tail light. There is no battery, light switches, or other electronics. It is just a bare-bones running light system intended to keep the bike visible in dusty or low-light conditions. The stock headlight is not good enough to do any serious night riding. Upgrading to a higher wattage headlight bulb doesn't do much good either, since the original system just doesn't have enough power to really make use of a bulb with more draw. Luckily, there are easy and inexpensive ways to convert the bike's lighting circuit to DC, which then allows for much better lighting and the ability to add whatever electronics you want. This can be accomplished by wiring the AC power to an off-the-shelf rectifier or by upgrading to an aftermarket stator and using the accompanying regulator rectifier that comes with it. Using the cheap off-the-shelf rectifier method, I've been able to add lighting to my XR which is adequate for moderate night riding while maintaining the stock stator. I've found that LED and HID lights are the best to run when using the stock stator. Engine, transmission, and fuel efficiency. The engine dry sump oil system and a 30mm dirt bike. Road idle, low RPM, acceleration will of course develop this 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 250L at 8.6 seconds. The XR would run circles around the next 250 at 10.5 seconds, but it wouldn't quite keep up in a straight line with the WR250R.
I just got my first one.
Ooh, show us.
I'm pretty sure nearly finally everyone got one.
Lately, a lot of people here at Donut have been riding their motorcycles to the office. Lately, a lot of people here at Donut have been riding their motorcycles to the office. It's got me thinking, how do I do that? Well, join me as I figure out how we can get into the two-wheel scene together. Grab your notebooks and commit this to memory, because at the end of this episode, we're gonna get our motorcycle licenses. I've been interested in getting a motorcycle ever since I was a kid. And if you were a teen in the late 90s and early 2000s and weren't into motocross, you probably didn't have a pulse. Travis Pastrana was jumping his bike into San Francisco Bay. James Stewart invented the Bubba Scrub. Man, these guys were awesome. Motorcycles are an entirely different side of being a gearhead, and it's a community I've wanted to join for some time now. First things first, before we even get to talking about running down to a dealership or non-stop browsing Craigslist to buy your first bike, it's a good idea to find out if you even really, truly want a motorcycle. Motorcycles are alluring. The sense of freedom, the low cost for high speed, the idea of never having to look for parking. Sounds amazing, right? Well, all of that can quickly disappear if you take a ride and realize it's not for you.
So if you decide to follow through and get your motorcycle license, the next step, motorcycle training. We went with a private lesson by Class M1 here in LA. It's a little more expensive than a group class, which is the cheaper option. Today we're gonna learn how to operate the bike, we're gonna learn how to ride the bike, and then we're gonna run through a mock test. I got my gear. Let's see if we can ride this thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. A motorcyclist training course does a few things for you. First, it teaches you the fundamentals of riding, braking, and using the clutch, etc. An instructor will go over all that with you. The course covers street riding skills and strategies, the rules of the road, and you'll get actual experience by riding a motorcycle. A bike is even provided for you to ride. Steve is setting up the course right now to do a mock DMV test. This class has definitely made me want a motorcycle even more now. Can't wait to do more bike content. So you took a training course, you went down to the DMV, and you got your motorcycle license. You are now a legal motorcycle driver. At this point, I'm sure you've been browsing the web, looking for bikes that fit your fancy. Let's start off with narrowing down what you're going to be using your bike for. Is it going to be your commuter? Are you going to do some weekend canyon carving? Or do you want something you can take on longer road trips and highway cruises? Once you figure that out, it'll be much easier to narrow down which models to start looking at. It's probably not the best idea to go buy a touring bike if you want to hop around the city.
Oh, it was in the mirror. Oh, he hit the mirror. You hit that mirror, hey?
The second consideration is to figure out how much bike you can handle. And before you jump to full-bore testosterone-fueled status of believing you can handle any size motorcycle, which I'm sure you can, Dylan, maybe think of it like this. Was your first car closer to the likes of a Corvette ZR1 or a Camry? If your parents were responsible adults who cared for your well-being, I'm sure they didn't opt to give you a 755 horsepower sports car. Treat buying your first motorcycle with the same caution. The easiest way to get yourself hurt is to buy a bike outside of your skill level. I know it's tempting to buy used Hayabusas that go 200 miles per hour for $6 grand. Don't do that. Aside from the performance of the motorcycle, the actual physical size of the bike is an important factor too. You want something that fits your build and that you're also capable of handling. The 313-pound motorcycles are pretty heavy. I looked up the weights of a few, and they range a bit, from a 313-pound Honda CB300F to the 943-pound Harley CBO Limited. That's a thick boy. Obviously, I'm jumping categories of motorcycles here, but you get my point. Physically bigger bikes can be harder to handle, and your first ride should be easier, not harder to wrangle. Also, like your first car, it's a learner vehicle. It's gonna get scratched and dinged and learned on. Your first motorcycle will see the same fate, no matter how good you are at taking care of it. You're new at this, remember? You're gonna make some mistakes that will inevitably end up with you yelling a few choice cuss words while the bike lays on its side after a tip over in a Brunswick bowling parking lot. That happened to Jeremiah, who wrote this episode. There are pros and cons to buying new versus used. Figure out what you can afford and don't be afraid to ask for help. If you do end up going the used route, just like you would if you were to buy a car from a private seller, do your due diligence. If you can, bring a buddy who's got some more knowledge than you to look it over. Don't have any friends? Well, 1, I'll be your friend, and 2, ask the seller to bring the bike to a shop that will perform a bike inspection. Usually costs around $100. It gives you some added insurance that a qualified mechanic made sure everything is okay. There are online forums for practically every specific model out there, and a lot of those forums have people who have gone through this experience before, and so I'll go through some forums to see if that model would be a good beginner bike. Lo and behold, it was. Then I went over to a dealership and sat on a few of them. I wanted to make sure the bike wasn't too big or too small for me, to see if they fit my stature. I'm part of that big boy nation. So regardless if the bike met my expectations, snow cone machine. Our community is a video has inspired you.
you? Do you guys want to do a little swap?
I mean, yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time casual thing with Tyler, or?
I was talking about switching a